So what is up, guys? This is the first YouTube video for our top 10 list and our second list night. I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen our list standings, and the way this works is I'm going to flip a quarter, and that quarter will tell me if the evens call out the odds first, or odd to even. Anyways, it'll be evens tonight. So Logan calls out Snail. Snail is AFK, so Logan wins that. Next race is Mage calling out Swayze for the number 5 spot. Let's see how it goes. So Mage is on a mission. They tree about evenly, but he hits a really good clutch and pulls away from the Mustang. And if that Mustang takes off with you, there is a good chance it'll come around you because they clutch super high up. But Mage got it, so he moves on to the 5 spot. Next race will be Owl calling out Cred for the number 3 spot. Cred's in the red Hellcat. Hellcats can be a bit iffy on these slick roads. Owl's in a Vamos, so this could go either way. So Owl gets out on Cred by about a bumper, and it stays like that the entire race. Cred can't catch him. Super close race, gets him by a bumper. But the next race is going to be Farco versus me for the number 1 spot. He calls me out, he's flying. I hope I can get him. So let's see if I can beat him or not.
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
So it feels like I nearly do a wheelie in this car, and he pulls around me, and then I pull back around him and get him by a little bit at the end. So good race, Farco. Proud of you. I keep my 1 spot. Next race is going to be Retro calling out Swayze for that 6 spot. So this could go either way. Retro's usually flying, so let's see who takes the dub. They tree about even, but Retro is pulling away from start to finish. He actually clutches so hard his door flies open. So I haven't seen that before, so props to you, Retro. Good race, you took that 6 spot. Next up is Mage calling out Cred for the number 4 spot. Both of them have been racing for a super long time. Cred is switching cars this round to his gray Hellcat, that's allowed as long as it's the same car, So this could go either way. Cred might try a different launch here, I heard. Let's see what he does. It looks like the burnout launch here was working because he pulled out a car after the launch, and I think Julian, he hit his clutch, but it wasn't a good one. So now Mage will have to defend before he can call back up. So props to Cred, good run, buddy. Next up is going to be Dominant Al versus Farco. Al in the Nova, Farco in the GT Classic. This could be super close. So this was a dead even race all the way down. Super good race. But Farco at the end gets him by a fender. That's what the GT Classic can do. The Nova will launch hard, but if you take off with it, you can get around it in those cars. Anyways, next race is going to be Logan versus Panda for the number 8 spot. Panda's in a Serrano. The Serrano is kind of like an old sleeper. It's been in the game since forever. Logan's in the Hellcat. This could go either way. Let's see who gets it. Logan shoots out of there pretty good, but Panda's right there with him, and he almost pulls around him at the end. I didn't have a good camera angle because I didn't chase him fast enough, but Logan gets him by a bumper. Super good race between those two. Proud of you guys. Next up is going to be Mage and Retro racing. Retro calls out Mage for the 5 spot. They're both in Hellfires. Major's OG. Retro's a couple years into it. But when Retro's on a fast pass, he's one of the top clutchers I know. He's just got to make a fast pass. So this could go either way. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, Mage gets out by a fender bumper, and he stays out the entire time by a bumper. Super good race. Props to Mage to still run that good because he hasn't ran in like 5 years or so. So I think he's doing pretty all right. Next up is Cred versus Al for the 3 spot. Maybe Cred can get his get back in the gray car. Let's see how it goes. So Al gets out by about a bumper again, but this time Cred was doing his OG ancient burnout launch, and it made him pull around there by about half a car ahead of him, which means Cred takes back the 3 spot. Next race is going to be Snail versus Panda. Snail's been AFK for the first half of the list. Snail pulls up top pretty crazy in that Mustang, so let's see who can get this one. It almost looks like Snail has the 9 spot secured from the tree there, but he misses his clutch and Panda flies around him like he was sitting still. Next up is Mage and Al for the 4 spot. This is another race. All these races could go either way, but Al's been launching out pretty hard in that Nova, and Mage is going to have to be on his game to get around that. So let's see what happens. Looks like Al is on a super good run. Mage, not so much. He didn't launch very hard. And Al pulls away to the finish line. And props to Al there. Good run. He keeps his 4 spot. Next up is Cred calling out Farco for the number 2 spot. Cred is using his OG tactics again with this burnout launch. It can mess people up. Let's see if he gets it. So Farco gets out on Cred, but that burnout launch or something, he just starts coming right back around Farco, hits a smooth clutch. Farco's flipping him off too, so I mean that's pretty impressive. He is multitasking, but he does get taken back to the 3 spot. Next up is Panda calling out Logan for the number 8 spot. They've raced already, and Logan got Panda, but if Panda's on his game, like he might be this time, he could get Logan here. Let's see. The convertible sleeper strikes again. They're dead even, but that clutch is strong in that thing, and he gets around Logan, and Panda takes the 8 spot. But anyways, next race is going to be Al versus Farco for the number 3 spot. They've raced already as well, you know, but anything can happen here. Maybe Al will get his get back. Let's see. This has to be one of the most craziest pulls of the night. Al shot out of there like crazy, but Farco came around him by a fender at the end. So you got to watch for those GT Classics. They are moving. Props to both you guys, and props to Farco for pulling all that back. Next up is Cred, the OG burnout launcher machine, calling me out for my number 1 spot in my G35. I don't know if I can take that. I mean, he's flying. I'll have to really try here. We'll have to see if I can get it or not. So we take off pretty even, But he's right there with me, and we both go for clutch, and I get a super strong clutch, and I get him by a little bit at the end. That could have gone pretty bad for me because he was flying, but I'm glad I keep my number 1 spot. So good race, Cred. So next race was Panda and Swayze for the 7. Swayze jumped a little bit, Panda took it. Next race is Cred and Farco again. Let's see who gets this one for number 2. The OG burnout launcher machine himself strikes again. Farco's out, comes around him, almost like the same race they did already. And Cred gets him by a fender, keeps the number 2 spot. Next up is going to be Mr. Panda versus Retro for the number 6 spot. Panda's moving in the Serrano. Retro's got to make a good pass to stay out and away from that crazy convertible car. Let's see who gets it. Looks like Retro's on a mission, makes a super clean, fast pass. Panda misses his clutch. Retro keeps his 6th spot. But there's more. We had a round robin with about 6 or 7 people to call out the list. And our buddy FHT0/Push and Dingle won. He gets to call out our 10 spot. Our 10 spot is Snail. So let's see if Push and Dingle can take this spot.
I'm pushing Dingle. I'm pushing Dingle. Yeah, I'm pushing.
So there you have it. We have a new number 10 spot, FHT0/Push and Dingle. He is a super fast racer. I'm glad he got to join the list. Anyways, here are our current list standings. We will race again next week and have a round robin to see who gets to call out the 10 spot. Good racing, everybody. Glad you all could show up. So until next time, thank you for watching.